All right, so, Coach, we talked to Carl Alsner about this yesterday, the big addition of Shattenkirk to your lineup. He said that, it was kind of surprising that the team had enough juice to pick up somebody like that. Talk about what he adds to the team and how that went down.
Well, he is a real poised defenseman. Obviously, I think he's fourth in the league in points by a D-man right now. And he sort of was one of the prized fishes, if you will, at free agency. And what he does is he gives us three fantastic pairs. He's probably going to be move up to the number one power play. We're going to put him there just to get him a lot of reps. Carl and Niskanen and Orley have done a real good job. But what it'll do is it'll make both our power play units even better. But our 5-on-5 game, our transition game, we're able to go out every shift and have what we think are a pair of quality defensemen go out every shift. And over the long haul, I think that's going to make us quicker. It's going to make us more durable, make us harder to play. And I use the term pound the rock. It's a San Antonio Spur thing where if we come at you, line after line, pair after pair, and then the goaltending that we have, we can wear teams down. And I think you saw a little bit of that last night against the Rangers, especially in the second period. I think we really wore the Rangers down by just coming at them line after line, playing quick, playing heavy, playing a real hard game, not giving up anything defensively. I think the chances were like 12-2 in our charting of the chances. So if we can come at teams like that wave after wave, we're going to be a real tough opponent for anybody.
Can you tell us how your role was as this deal went down? We had Scotty Brooks on last week. We have him on every week, as we do you. And he told us as the NBA trade deadline came about, I think they were actually on break. And he was working the phones. He was in the California area, but he was on the phone with Ernie multiple times, texting, calling, everything, all the different possibilities. Were you involved to that extent, you and McClellan? How much of your input is involved when you acquire a player of that kind of caliber?
Well, I think it's sort of the same thing. I think every general manager works a little differently. Mac talks every day, comes down here after practice and tries to get the pulse of the team, what we're looking for. He's been doing that for a few weeks now. He's been working the phones and giving us ideas of names that are out there. Obviously we're a cap team, knowing the space that we have, talking about different scenarios. And Shattenkirk's, he's been working on the Shattenkirk thing for quite a while, a few weeks now. And we actually had a little call in New Jersey, actually after practice with our coaches and said, this may go down. Here's the options. Here's a couple of the proposed deals. Which one do you like better? I'm going to make it work. And then one of the things that Mac's been able to do is he gets a pulse for what we think we need, which is great. Some general managers sort of just said, I'm going to build this team. You coach it and you figure it out. But I think he being a player, he knows that the intangibles in the dressing room. He didn't want to upset the apple cart, if you will, with our hockey team by making a bold move. But no one really thinks sometimes when you get a first-line player and you put him on your top line, it makes your hockey team better. But, say you get a right winger and, the guy that's on the first line is now on the second line, the guy that's on the second line is now on the third line, the guy that's on the third line is on the fourth line, and one guy's sitting out. So all of a sudden there's four guys that are noses are out of joint a little bit on your hockey team with one move. And Shattenkirk for us was a real big upgrade. And what it does is we're going to keep our pairs together. He's probably going to play with Orpik and Schmidt for the most part. He's going to play on the power play. He's going to play in key situations, obviously, with maybe Carl Alsner, coming out of a power play or something like that. So there may be there's not a lot of people that are upset by that because I think it just evens things out and makes us stronger. So I think a really solid move. And I don't think Mac's done yet. I think he still wants to add a forward depth. So he's still working the phones and working hard to try to give us the best chance to win.
Wow. And, Coach, there was no kid glove treatment either with Shattenkirk. He basically showed up at the hotel, after he learned he was dealt from St. Louis. He learned via social media that he was dealt, and he logs 18 minutes in the win against the Rangers. So you just threw him right out there.
Yeah, we did. I think, he got we met him at the hotel after a morning skate. One of the things that we like to do is let the players get to know him. So I had talked to him when the trade went down, told him, hey, just get here. We're going to talk lots. You're going to be sick of me before it's over, but we'll talk when you get here. Just get here. When he got here, I just said, we're going to go through a couple of systematic things for you with our coaching staff, and then just play. You're a good player. Play with instinct. And as the game went on, the guys were really great at helping everything, but from our coaching staff to the line mates, how we play, and they really talked them through it.